What's good? What's good? So I quit my job. I quit my job. And I'm going to tell you why I quit my job. I've always been an artist, you feel me? Always. You know, I've always been drawing since I was a little girl. I was drawing on my arms, you feel me? And then I started drawing little Pokemon, like little Pokemons basically in elementary school. This is around the time Pokemon and Digimon had came out. So I started drawing them around, you know, drawing them on little whatchamacallits. And then I go to elementary school and I basically charge my friends for the artwork, you feel me? And I was only like charging like a quarter, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't stressing like that because I was getting allowance, but it was just cool to just draw some shit, right? Now, around that same time, the series Hercules came out, or it was running, and I had this kid. His name was Jason. I ain't gonna say his last name, but his name was Jason, and this was my friend at the time, or at least I thought. You feel me? This is my friend, and you know we both drawing. You know what I mean? We both drawing, and he started drawing the Pokemon and shit like that, and was sitting there selling it for $1. So I'm like, all right. So he took my idea and ran off with the shit. I'm not going to hate too much. I moved on. You know, we was doing a little turkey hand and shit like that. And I drew my little Hercules. I drew Kevin Sorbo. I tried to. He was like, at the time, he would, you know, had this big ass head and just had some squiggly ass lines for hair. You feel me? And then he had the little, that was for his muscles. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to do the muscles yet, but I was trying. And when the kids at school seen that shit, they was like, oh shit, she drawing people, da 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 da. And they was trying to pay me to draw Hercules and shit. Cause Hercules and Xena, we was all watching that shit. So he started drawing Hercules too. You feel me? And he had got like an actual photo of the dude and traced over it to get the muscles right. He was like, yeah, I draw better than you. Da, 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 da. He told me some real mean shit. And I was just like, damn, son. Like, what the fuck did I do to you? I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we was like this. And that kind of like built, you know, that competition feeling that I hated, because it tore apart my friendship. Because I valued friends, you know, more than I value some fucking petty ass competition or some shit like that. But it just showed me that like some men just gonna be jealous of me and consider me competition. Like, and I'm not even trying to do anything. I draw a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? My middle school teacher at the time, she was always telling us, draw what y'all see, and then she would help, you know, perfect our styles and shit. She always told us no artist is better than the other artist. All artists have their own style. Some people gonna like your style, some people gonna like somebody else's style. And I understood that, and I was going through the process of understanding it. You feel me? So I would have like various jobs. I would be drawing in and out, you know what I'm saying? Drawing for years. You know, drawing in middle school. I got accepted to an art middle school, so I was drawing in there. I got accepted to an art high school. I was drawing in there, and then what ended up in the zone school, we're not going to, you know, talk about how. That's the time for another story. But ended up in the zone school, and Mom Dukes, she was so busy, she ain't take me to the other school audition. So graduated from that zone school, went to the military, and I would draw in and out. I would draw in and out of the military, you know, in and out photos, draw on my desk, all types of shit, to the point where they would have me do certain creative projects, do certain banners and whether I finished it or I didn't, it was just like they allowed me to express my creativity somewhat, not all the time, but definitely in my shop. If there was an opportunity to do some creative work and draw some shit, my higher ups put me on it. So I could appreciate them for that. You know what I'm saying? And they specifically know exactly who they are. Cause like in case this video blow up, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know, had me draw that little dragon and all that stuff. I appreciate y'all. But you know, got out the military and shit, and I was working these military contracting jobs. I was working on security and shit like that, warehousing. I really liked security at the club because I like music, you feel me? So hearing the hits, you know, and then seeing drama, you know, because I like reality shows, seeing drama in front of me, that was enjoyable, you know what I'm saying? But like it was too wild, you know, being like, I'm an empath, so you in an environment, you constantly absorbing everybody else's shit around you. So oftentimes I would come home either drunk or pissed off or wake up late, so it wasn't a conducive environment. So, you know, we're gonna fast forward through the years, and I'm working a security job, and this is the shirt. And I quit, you know what I'm saying? I quit recently. And here is the, you know, leading up to exactly why I quit. And mind you, I done quit so many jobs and tried to pursue art. And don't get me wrong, I've sold some art. I've sold some portraits. I've made money in art. The money that I invested in tools came back to me. But I didn't keep going. You know, I didn't keep, you know, I didn't keep up with it because I was always worried about the comforts around me. So I had the security job that just paid, you know, the bills and shit like that, and, you know, miscellaneous bills and shit like that. But it wasn't really bringing me joy. And it was cutting into my art shows, because I was doing art shows, like little pop-up art shows and stuff like that. And they was always trying to either not approve me for the fucking, you know, for the day of the art show, or have me come in, so by the time I get to the art show, I'm fucking exhausted. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I shortened my days, right? So here's me quiet quitting, as you would say. I was doing quiet quitting before I knew the term of it. So I shortened my days so I could focus more energy into my side projects, my side art projects. But the job, just doing 8 hours or 10 hours, was literally zapping the creative energy out of me. It was zapping the motivation out of me. It was taking so much energy. I didn't feel like doing anything else except for coming home and watching shows, and then, you know, falling asleep, or like I'm talking about, I'm losing my appetite pretty much. I don't even want to eat. I don't even want energy. I'm just drinking coffee and shit so I can make it throughout the day. And it's really bad on my body. You know what I'm saying? And for a long time, I was working on myself. I was going back to the gym. I was getting appropriate amounts of sleep. I was working towards my goals. And it would always be the job that throws like a fucking a curve into my personal progress. See, this is what I didn't appreciate, is that the job's concern with the job wanted would overrule whatever the fuck you got going on in your life. And I didn't think that shit was fair. So brings me to this job. There was so many times that, you know, jobs interfered or said, no, you can't do this, that, and the third, and I obliged by it. But this time, like, bro, I'm in my 30s. I'm in my early 30s. I'm at this point, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. So I shortened my days, only working like 4 days. And at the time, I'm working overnight. And I'm already a night owl. I get a lot of work. I used to get a lot of work done at night. A lot of portraits, a lot of canvases done at night. Like, I'm up. So this is the time that I should be actually exhausting energy into art, not motherfucking babysitting grown adults. Because I was working at security I was doing security at a luxury complex. Now, these people got businesses, they got luxury cars, they live in this luxury apartment that I'm checking this shit for. And I'm basically over here just in my own world of manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Seeing all the foreigns, or even if I don't want a foreign, because I appreciate the the SUV I got now. You know what I'm saying? Attitude for gratitude. But you know what I'm saying? I would still go for an SUV. That's how much I love SUVs. Thank you for that. So it's just like I was in this environment of just seeing everything that I could have. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, well, I would have conversations. I'm too much of a friendly person because I done sold cars before. I done sold other things before. You know what I'm saying? I done sold CMOS. I done sold my art. So when it comes to selling things, I am a seller because I'm very personal. And people sometimes, just being an empath, people will come up to you and open that file cabinet of secrets so you can heal them real quick. People do that shit too. And even though it zaps me in energy sometimes, I enjoy it because they walk away smiling like, oh, I'm good now. I'm never going to think of that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, now it's in my fucking cabinet. But besides that, I'm in this whole environment of people, you know, they're telling me, yeah, I got a business, or I do so-and-so, or I do so-and-so. And they spending this much to live in this apartment complex, and they drive, and the car on this level is theirs, and the car on this level is theirs, and the car that one theirs too. So it was just like 3 fucking cars, like what the fuck? And like 2 of them would be paid off, and the other one like they just got it or something. So I seen, and mind you, I'm in Atlanta, so I'm seeing nothing but, like, you know, a whole bunch of black entrepreneurs, which was cool to me. Like, these people have millions of dollars, like, but I ain't gonna tell you like where they live, you know, because I ain't messed up like that. But I work in this apartment complex, and you know, I shorten my days thinking it's gonna relieve some of that tension and stress off me, and it's not. It's actually like exhausting me more. But what it did do is allow me some space to sit there and think about what the fuck I truly wanted out of my art. You know what I'm saying? And I asked my girl for a tattoo machine, and you could just say I was being impatient. I went ahead and bought it before she got it, you know what I'm saying? And I just started tattooing, you know what I'm saying? And I really enjoy seeing my art come together, like whether it's on fake skin or real skin or the canvas period. And then I'm telling you, like, if you pick up like a tattoo gun, like even if you ain't shit and you just doing it, you know what I'm saying, like 3 times a week on some fake skin, you're gonna get better at drawing. Because when I made a little canvas piece, I do it in pencil and then I go over it. Going over it was a fucking breeze, where before my lines used to be crooked as shit, but because I'm sitting there practicing tattooing, my lines look better. So, or my lines for my personal art got better, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, practice and knowing new techniques and doing different areas of the same umbrella of art was just adding more experience to who I am as an artist overall. So I picked the tattoo up. You know, I'm doing a tattoo when I get home. I'm still doing some art when I get home, but I'm just watching TV. Now, don't get me wrong, reality TV, or just, you know, shit, some WWE, some you know, I'm mostly a reality TV type. I could throw it on, have it in the background, and do shit in the background. Or actually just be sitting there and just caught up in the bullshit storyline. The whole thing is, that's my way of relaxation. You know, that, games, some anime, that's how I fucking relax, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a little smoke too, you feel me? But to just keep watching TV was something wrong. I was like, nah, because usually I pick up a game. Even if, you know, I throw in some anime, the fact that I wasn't being variable with what I was watching, I knew something was wrong. I knew I was depressed. And the holidays is coming up, right? So at the time that I'm working here, I meet my girlfriend that I have now, you feel me? And met her at an art show. And that, it was funny. They ain't really want to let me go to that, but, you know, let me go to that because that was one of the agreements, and that's how I met my girlfriend now. But it was just like that reality of even that right there, them giving me a hard time about just trying to do art shows, and like that was one of the agreements having this job, is that I got more time to pursue the things that I wanted to do. And the fact that as soon as I sign that contract and I'm clocking in and stuff like that, they telling me, like, you go to submit this 2 weeks early, and then the submitting for a vacation to just take off and go do something irks me. You know what I'm saying? The clocking in at a certain time irks me. The I have to do this in order to please the people who bought this contract irks me. So I meet my girlfriend at this art show. You know, I tell my boss about it, and, you know, because it's a small company, it's a small security company. And they're like, you know, that's what's up, blase, blase, and they happy for me and all this other shit. And my parents are dead. My parents are resting in heaven. Rest in peace, Mom Dukes, and rest in peace, Pop over there. So at this point, the only person I really have closest to this holidays is the person I'm living with, which is my girlfriend. So she's just like, yo, you want to come to my parents' crib, and, you know, we could just chill. You know what I'm saying? You won't got to stay here. And I was just like, yeah, that's cool, because you will get seasonal depression during the holidays if you're not around family or people that you consider family. So she took me around her family, and, you know, they cool. They cool. It was a good time, a good experience. And I went on a day that I didn't have to, you know, have work, but I had to come back and get enough sleep because I had to get up and be at work at 6. Because some days, one day would be off. You know what I'm saying? One day I'd have to go to work during the day and work like 10 hours. And then the rest of the days I'd go to work at night and work overnight. So my sleep schedule was fucked up too. So another little holiday is coming up, because this is around Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, all this other shit. Now, mind you, it's not like my boss is, you know, at work or doing some other shit. You know, he's with his girl, he's with his wife. You feel me? They over there, you know, whatever time he come in, he ain't moving, or they ain't coming. Or, you know, yo, forward all of the, you know, the stuff to them. So it's just like, all right, cool. You know, they'll definitely be around when, like, some emergencies go down, but it's just, you know, nighttime, us, a regular shift, and you try to reach them, you ain't reaching them. You ain't reach, they enjoying they're sleeping together. I'm the one who's at work at night, not sleeping with my girl. I'm the one who's babysitting, you know, drunk millionaires and shit. I'm the one who gotta tell people, hey, yo, you can't park there. Or I'm the one that tell people, or gotta report everything, because if I don't, the residents will try to turn it against me. And even though we got the proof, they still go with the resident. It's like, what? All right, man. So, something pops up unexpectedly with the family. And, you know, she asked me, you know, if I want to go. And I see this little thing from the job saying to forward all requests to this person. I hit this person up, and they like, yo, because it's not 2 weeks ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be considered an absence, but I can't tell you to come to work. You know, they real cool with how they talk, real informal, formal type. So it's just like, I had let like 2 people head up know that, yo, I'm not coming to work this day. Like, I understand I requested this day off, but I'm letting y'all know I'm not coming. Because, yo, you supposed to just let people, yeah, I can't make it. I can't make it because there's some little family shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So they hit me with the early in the morning, because I probably woke up like an hour before I was supposed to call in. But I hit them up right then and there. Yo, da-da-da-da-da. They hit me up and they like, yo, can you at least come in for like 4 hours? Mind you, I'm about to be with my girlfriend family for like the whole fucking day around 12. So hell no, I'm not about to come in for 4 hours. I ain't about to work no motherfucking 4 hours and then be tired as fuck around kids, adults, and new people. Nah, I'm not doing that. I gotta be at my best meeting these new people. You know what I'm saying? First impressions matter. I'm a little traditional, so that's really how I feel. So I'm not about to do none of that because y'all not doing any of that. So I took that day and I was supposed to go back to the work the next day. Or I think 2 days later, they called me or they sent me a text message while I'm with, my girl, or we come back, and I look at my phone because I don't like to be all up in my phone when I'm, I like to cherish those moments. I look at my phone and they suspend me for a whole week. A whole fucking week without pay. It's without pay. Without pay. Because I didn't want to come to work for 4 hours and deal with these grown-ass rich adults that do the most early in the morning. Because they do the most early in the morning. You would think since these people got money, they know how to act, but they really don't. So they suspend me. And I'm just like, y'all know my parents is dead. Y'all know I don't got no family. And y'all would rather me be at work watching these people? Like, nah, y'all, nah. No, I would not. I would be like, all right, yeah, go ahead, go do that. Go take that day off. I'm gonna figure it out. Even if I gotta come in, because if I'm running a company, shit, expect a fucking a company that be running posts. Yo, expect to work them posts. Some of them days, expect to have unexpected call outs. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a person that value family, or you say you are, and you sit there and turn around and punish, a known good employee for some bullshit, don't be surprised you lose that employee. So I stuck it out. And what was so crazy is I had it was straw. It was straw by straw. Y'all gotta understand, it was straw by straw. So freaking I was like, all right, bet. I ain't gonna come to work. Fuck it. I needed a week off any fucking way. I needed a goddamn vacation anyway. My bad for the profanity. I do curse. I needed a week off anyway. But what pissed me off is that they suspended me on a day or on a week that a huge bill was coming up. So it's like the savings that I made from that job, I had to literally turn around and spend on the bill, which pissed me off because I'm like, this was supposed to be for like emergencies, and y'all made me spend this on a regular bill that when I work for y'all is covered. So I was pissed. I couldn't understand. It was just like, do I be grateful because I had the job so I was able to have the savings to even cover the bill? Or do I realize, damn, the same people who made sure I had the job so I could get the savings literally made me spend the savings on the bill, you feel me? For being with my girlfriend's family, for spending time with my girlfriend's family around holiday times. Mind you, I had worked Thanksgiving for them. I didn't care about no Thanksgiving. I worked Thanksgiving for them. You feel me? And I was supposed to work New Year's Day or some shit. So they honestly fucked up their relationship with me in a way, because it was just like, I see y'all happy couple. Y'all own this freaking company. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we had just hired 2 people, you know what I'm saying, who worked my position, who said they wanted more hours. So how hard was it to really pull somebody and go do that? But I don't even want to talk about that. It still pissed me off a little bit to this day, because I'm like, I really had to use my money I just saved. That's gonna irk you when you're trying to get. And that's what I mean by I had a certain plan for this money, and my job threw a wrench in my plan. And that's why I say the job leaped into the personal shit, and I hate that. So it's because to me, it's just like, that's Matrix bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do things a certain way, and y'all say, fuck y'all, you fuck what you got going on. So it was just like, I was sitting there, came back, I worked probably 2 weeks, and in my head it clicked. It was like, fuck working for y'all. I done dedicated mad time, months, to make y'all look good. You feel me? And one day, you feel me? Because I was always like, I never took too many days off. The only time I had to take days was to get some dental work done. So, and it was only 2 days. You know what I'm saying? 2 days out of like 7 to 8 months. Like, nah, come on, bro. And I need to, come on, man. So It was just too much, man. Other than that, I was there. I would take a shift from somebody else, bro. I was always early. So it was some bullshit how they treated me. And I spoke to a homegirl I work with, because it was two of us on post, and she was like, yeah, they used you as the example. And it's just like, I hate that shit, because it happened to me in the military where they want to use me as an example. Like, stop using me as an example. Like, so I'm not about to allow nobody to use me as a fucking example ever again in my whole entire life. Ever again in my whole entire life. That shit happened to me in the military. We was in boot camp, and it was, they call the younger recruits the babies. And I spoke to them and told them it wasn't going to be that bad. And somebody snitched on me, and I got put in the middle of the squad bay and made an example of. Don't do that shit to me. I'm not your fucking example. No, I'm not your fucking example to feel good about shit. So it's just like, I got something for him. It was like fucking what, 2, 3? I left. I clocked right the fuck out. I had a good conversation with someone who happened to have the same zodiac sign as my father. And he was like, if you truly feel that way, clock out right now. He's like, because life is a vacation when you really put all of your time into what you want. And I'm like, well, damn. If I keep doing this shit, I'ma still wind up quitting. Do I want to quit now, or do I want to quit years later? You know what I'm saying? So all of that just made me be like, I would rather do this while I'm still in my fresh early 30s. I don't have that many responsibilities than to try to do this with mad responsibilities and, you know what I'm saying, really not have the energy like that. I didn't see my moms do it. I didn't see my moms have us. You know, wait till we was all damn near grown and then start her business. And be like halfway through, not even halfway through, just full-blown business. And just, I want to say, when I say halfway through, I want to say been having a business for like 2 years and then pass away. Like, that shit hurt me. I said, damn, it happened like late. It happened like, I said, fuck. Like, she didn't pursue her shit until mad fucking late. But that was for me to see and be like, I'm not about to wait until a mommy's age to go after this shit. Because mommy showed me, like, you got clients, you got clientele, you got customers everywhere. Just find your crowd. Talk to people. Don't be afraid to talk to people. And it's just like, as nerdy as I am, I done ran into so many Digimon fans and Naruto fans and Demon Slayer fans and PlayStation, Nintendo, and WWE freaking. I even be chopping it up with the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop fans, because that's one of my reality joints. So what she was basically saying is, find your crowd. Find your crowd, man. Fuck this bullshit and find your crowd. And so in my head, I was just like, damn, well, I've been to these art shows. I found my crowd. I know where they be at. And I kept getting these ideas at work. Like the universe, when you figure out what you want, and the universe like, oh, for real? They start sprinkling them ideas into your head. And you might be like, man, but the older you are, the more riskier you'll be like, I'm about to do this idea. I'm about to do this idea, because as a kid growing up, I've seen my ideas come right out and go to someone else's head, yo, and be like, I was thinking that, but because I didn't make it concrete, because I didn't take it out and make it physical and concrete, the thing is mine, somebody is enjoying the fruits of the idea field, you know, the idea stratosphere, because I believe that other people got your same ideas, but God may pressure you to move on it more than the next person. But because the next person is still in alignment, you know what I'm saying? Because the next person is still getting downloads, because the next person is still being aware and they're just listening to the universe, they could pick up your idea too, think it's theirs, and go off of it. So it's just like, stop doing that. Because you might think it's your idea, but it's everyone's idea. It's just who picked it up, made it physical, and made it concrete, and said, hey, yo, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we was on the barter system, we would just be trading whatever we good at. Even if it was advice, even if a person was just good at talking. That's why you got motivational speakers. A farmer would be trading food for them for the motivational, technique of, it's all right, man, this winter's gonna make it by. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep you, like, everything is an exchange of energy. And when I felt like the energy was leaking on into my personal life, as it already does or already did, and I'm at a certain age where I'm over here, like, I go to pop-up shops and I sell my art. It might not be a lot, but I be selling my art. If I dedicated more time, I wouldn't have to be working so hard for someone else's dream that I'm just doing it to pay bills. And know that when you delegate something for something, the universe listens. So if I say, yo, man, this job is just to pay miscellaneous bills, and I keep saying it over and over and over, when that money start going down and it literally just match your miscellaneous bills, you manifested that. So I manifested a lot of things that I was like, oh my God, I'm putting energy into this, and this is not where the energy goes. So I quit my job. And I'm gonna pursue this art, and I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna give y'all updates. You know what I'm saying? I'm being vulnerable because a lot of us are getting to that precipice, like that door, and we knocking on it. And like the Kanye West song, watch him, baby, look in his eyes. This week he's mopping floors. Next week it's the fries. Basically saying progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, but look at the eyes. Like, a person could be tired, and when they're tired, when the straw break and the thing click in the mind and the ideas start dropping, and you realize, damn, I can afford to fucking make this shit. I can afford to succeed if I can afford to sink and drown. If I could sink and drown, I can motherfucking succeed. You know what I'm saying? But know that failures and L's are all lessons. You're gonna be like, shit, I did that shit too quick, and then go and do it again, and you're gonna be like, I know not to do that shit again, and you're gonna clean it up. So know that this shit is a progress and it's a progression, and to enjoy the progression. So that's why I quit my job, man. I want to fucking do art and a little bit of tarot too, shit, because I'm cool with the fucking astrology and shit, son. But yeah, that's why I quit. Peace.